is nearly here, and that means we're already halfway through 2025? We know June's releases are going to be absolutely stacked, so that's why we've compiled some of the games we've got our eye on that are coming out next month. The list doesn't cover everything coming out in June, but these are the ones that definitely got us excited. Now, if only we could get our hands on the Switch too. Dune Awakening. What if Paul Atreides never existed and you played the main character instead? Forge your own path with Dune Awakening. Make new allies or enemies, meet familiar faces, explore vast deserts, and uncover the mysteries that lie beneath the sands. Not too much is known yet about the storyline, but the game is an online multiplayer that revolves around survival, exploration, and decision-making. Think Valheim but with more MMO aspects and in-game politics. The environment also plays an active role in shaping gameplay, with features such as shifting sands revealing hidden locations and Coriolis storms periodically resetting the map and introducing new resources and points of interest. Players will eventually face specialization paths, including the Sword Master, Trooper, Mentat, Planetologist, and Bene Gesserit, with each offering unique abilities. Your choices socially will also play an important role in the land's political and economic state. It also has fairly expansive base building features, so all you in-game architects better be ready to strut your stuff. Many more exciting features are surely in store once the game releases, but we'll just have to wait and see. Dune Awakening launches June 10 for PC, June 5 for Early Access, while PS5 and Xbox Series XS versions will come at an undisclosed later date. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. The celestial collapse has left the earth shattered. The power provided by the runes ceased to flow and the gods of nature have disappeared. Experience a fresh take on Rune Factory as players are now an earth dancer, destined to rebuild the land and revive nature's 6 gods through the use of sacred treasures and the power of dance. Much like the previous installments of Rune Factory, you can expect farming and life simulation mechanics, alongside the new development of 4 distinct towns: spring, summer, autumn, and winter villages. You can also jump into Village Builder mode, which puts you into this grid interface when you want to customize your farms. Decorating and customizing can affect the village scenic score. Another big change is that you can also now ask villagers to help you out with certain tasks, which is great. There were so many times I wished I could ask my partner to help me out in Stardew. Wait, they require gold compensation? Man, I just thought they were helping out of the kindness of their hearts. Anyway, there is also the introduction of sacred treasures, which are items that can be utilized in both combat and farming, with only 6 out of 8 revealed so far. Speaking of combat, there are also 2 new type weapons, the talisman and the bow, which can be used to fight enemies from a distance. And of course, what most fans look forward to, you can romance all 16 romance candidates regardless of the player's chosen protagonist gender, which leaves you plenty of options to find that spark. Many more new features will be available in the latest Rune Factory installment, so you'll just have to check them out yourself. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma will be available to play on June 5 on Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC. Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4. Ask and you shall receive, because Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4 is finally within reach! If you're not aware, Deltarune takes place in a parallel universe from Undertale, where you meet both new and familiar faces. Join Chris and Susie as they explore the Dark World, learn magical powers, and save the world. I'm sure many need no introduction on how to play Undertale and the little fun quirks we all know and love that you'll find along your journey. Well, we're happy to say that you can expect the same in Deltarune, but of course with some special new changes, especially with the gameplay and story. Here, players can opt not to fight and defeat enemies, but instead act to either talk, befriend, or lull your enemies to sleep in order to end conflicts without injuring them. We don't want to spoil too much because, as everyone probably already knows, that the storyline is half the fun. Toby Fox always knows how to keep us on our toes. If you have never played or just need a little refresher, then this is your chance to play chapters 1 and 2 since they're both free to play. Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 are finally coming to you on June 5 on PC, PS5, PS4, the Nintendo Switch, and the Nintendo Switch 2. Mario Kart World. Hold on tight to that steering wheel because we're in for one bumpy and crazy ride. It's the same game we've all known and loved since our childhoods, but with a shiny new coat of paint, and it's playable on the newest console everyone's been dying to get their hands on. Strap in because we gotta go fast. Oops, wrong game. To meet both familiar and new faces in Mario Kart World. Mario Kart World introduces significant gameplay innovations to the popular kart racing franchise, most notably introducing its expansive open-world design where you can play with up to 24 friends online. The Grand Prix mode now allows players to embark on a rally across 4 connected courses. The Knockout Tour mode is conducted in an elimination-style format where the last 4 racers are eliminated at each of 6 checkpoints. And perhaps the most intriguing of all is the Free Roam mode, which is a safe haven for all players who just wish to explore, take on missions, find hidden collectibles, and take photos with your friends so you can cherish memories you don't want to forget. Play Mario Kart World on June 5 only on the Nintendo Switch 2. Date everything. Wanna find true love, but just can't seem to find the time or energy to even get out of the house? Well, look no further than your own home, because here comes Date Everything, where you literally date, well, everything. A mysterious stranger sends a gift, magical glasses called Date Viators, which make your household items and furniture come alive, and of course, dateable. This is definitely what life looked like for me during the pandemic. Wait, what? Date Everything is a sandbox dating sim where romancing anything in your house is the goal. You'll have many chances for love with over 100 fully voice-acted characters and at least 3 different endings per person. Or thing. Object? People? You know what? I'll leave that up to you. It's not your typical romance visual novel as storylines may overlap with others and branching dialogue will lead you to situations you can only imagine in your wildest dreams. They've introduced a good number of dateables so far, but keep an eye out for more as the release date draws closer. Who knows? Maybe you'll find the love of your life. Date Everything comes out on June 18 on PS5, Xbox Series XS, PC, and the Nintendo Switch. Raidou Remastered: The Mystery of the Soulless Army. From the makers of SMT and Persona comes an action game? Set in an alternate history Taisho-era Japan, Raidou Kuzunoha works as both a detective and devil summoner who helps maintain the balance between humanity and the supernatural. Raidou is then thrust into a web of lies and mystery after a young heiress shows up begging to be killed, but is kidnapped before she can explain. It soon spirals into a national crisis as Raidou uncovers the existence of the Soulless Army, an unstoppable force of mechanical warriors with a sinister purpose. Raidou Remastered: The Mystery of the Soulless Army is a third-person action RPG set in an alternate history version of 1930s Tokyo, which blends real-time combat with strategic demon summoning. For those familiar with the SMT series, it's basically that, but action. The game allows players to recruit and fuse over dozens of demons to aid both in battle and investigations. Raidou not only has to solve the seemingly never-ending mystery, but also face his own demons in order to survive. This supernatural PS2 classic returns revamped with combat enhancements, new UI, fully voiceover, expanded 3D environments, and more. Solve the mystery once again on June 19th on PC, Xbox Series XS, PS5, PS4, and the Nintendo Switch. Rematch. Put on your kicks because it's about to get rough with Rematch. Live out your football dreams and take your team to victory. Rematch offers a highly stylized gamified take on the popular sport of football. The game features 2 teams of 5 players in online gameplay from a third-person perspective, competing in a format that closely resembles traditional football. To differentiate itself from games like FIFA, each player is controlled by an actual human player, simulating an actual football match. As a wise man once said, it's like Rocket League, but with people. To level the playing field, there are no player stats, so it's purely based on your skills alone. Competitive modes are available if you aim to rank high, as well as seasonal content to keep things fresh and players on their toes. Be sure to buy the pre-purchase offer to play it 3 days early from release and many other benefits. One thing's for sure though, we're not looking forward to the players on a blue lock high and won't pass the damn ball. Play Rematch on June 19 on PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Set years after the events of the first game, Sam Porter Bridges finds himself once again in action as he is recruited by an organization that aims to connect the rest of the post-apocalyptic world to the United Cities of America. Keep an eye out for dangerous raiders, hostile factions, and the mysterious beach things that lurk in every corner. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is an open-world action-adventure game with walking simulator elements. Deliver important packages whilst also building a network between isolated cities as you travel vast landscapes. Similar to Metal Gear Solid series that was created by Kojima as well, you have the opportunity to utilize both lethal and non-lethal weapons in combat. It's been 6 years since the launch of the first game, and we just can't wait to see what's in store for us in this cinematic adventure. We just know Kojima's going to make us go, what the heck is going on, again with this one. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach will be available to play on PS5 on June 26th. And those are all the game releases we're eyeing for the month of June. Whew, that was a lot. Are you looking forward to any of these games? Or maybe you're eyeing another June release we missed? Sound them off in the comments and feel free to subscribe for more gaming related content. This has been GameMate and we'll see you guys in the next video.